Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Easy English Journey. My name is Alex. I am very happy that you are here today. Thank you for joining me again. In our last episode, we talked about shyness. We learned that confidence grows through practice. We learned that speaking becomes easier when we take action. Today, we will talk about another common problem: vocabulary. Many learners say, "I want to speak English, but I don't know enough words." Maybe you feel the same way. Maybe you want to speak, but you feel that your vocabulary is too small. If this happens to you, do not worry. You are not alone. Today, we will learn how to speak English even when you do not know many words. Let's begin. First, I want you to know something important. You do not need a huge vocabulary to start speaking. Many learners believe they must learn thousands of words first. But that is not true. You can communicate with simple English. You can communicate with basic words. In fact, many daily conversations use common vocabulary. Think about a young child. A child does not know thousands of words. But the child can communicate. The child can ask for food. The child can talk about feelings. The child can express simple ideas. Why? Because communication is not only about knowing many words. It is about using the words you already know. Many learners focus too much on what they do not know. Instead, focus on what you do know. Maybe you know 100 words. Maybe you know 200 words. That is enough to start practicing. Use those words. Use them again and again. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you do not know the word restaurant. What can you do? You can explain it. You can say, a place where people eat food. Is it perfect? No. Does it communicate the idea? Yes. That is what matters. Now imagine you forget the word umbrella. You can say, the thing I use when it rains. Again, maybe it is not the exact word, but people can understand you. This is an important skill. It is called explaining, and good communicators use this skill all the time. Tip number 1, use simple words. Do not try to sound advanced. Simple English is powerful. Simple English is clear. Simple English works. Many native speakers use simple language every day. Tip number 2, learn useful phrases. Sometimes a phrase is more useful than a single word. For example, I don't know. Can you repeat that? What does that mean? How do you say that in English? These phrases help you continue the conversation. Tip number 3, describe things. If you forget a word, describe it. Talk about its color. Talk about its shape. Talk about what it does. Use the words you know. This keeps the conversation moving. Tip number 4, stay calm. Many learners panic when they forget a word. Then they stop speaking. Then they lose confidence. Instead, take a breath. Think for a moment. Use different words. Keep communicating. Now let's talk about something interesting. Native speakers forget words too. Yes, it happens. Sometimes they cannot remember a word. Sometimes they explain an idea in another way. Sometimes they use simple language. This is normal communication. You do not need perfect vocabulary all the time. Another important idea is repetition. Remember episode 10. The more you use a word, the easier it becomes to remember. Speaking helps vocabulary grow. Many learners wait until they know more words before speaking. But speaking itself helps you learn words. Speaking and learning work together. Let's imagine 2 learners. The first learner studies vocabulary every day, but never speaks. The second learner studies vocabulary and also speaks regularly. Who will become more comfortable using words? Usually the second learner. Why? Because words become stronger when you use them. Practice helps vocabulary become active. Now let's talk about confidence. Sometimes learners feel embarrassed because they use simple words. But simple words are not a problem. Communication is the goal. If people understand you, you are succeeding. Many effective speakers use simple language. Simple language is often the clearest language. Here is a useful exercise. Choose 5 words you already know. Create simple sentences with them. Say the sentences out loud. Tomorrow, use the same words again. Then add 1 new word. Little by little, your vocabulary grows. Little by little, speaking becomes easier. Another good exercise is describing your day. You do not need difficult vocabulary. You can say, I woke up early. I had breakfast. I went to work. I talked to my friend. These simple sentences create valuable practice, and they use common vocabulary that appears often in real life. In this next part, I will use slightly longer sentences. Still simple, still clear, but a little longer. This will help your listening improve step by step. Many learners believe that speaking English depends mainly on vocabulary size. Vocabulary is important, but communication is also about creativity. When you do not know a word, you can explain it. When you forget a word, you can use other words. When you stay calm, your brain works better. This is why communication skills are just as important as vocabulary knowledge. The goal is not knowing every word. The goal is expressing ideas and understanding others. And that goal is possible even with basic English. As your vocabulary grows, speaking will become easier. But do not wait for the future before you start speaking. Use the English you know today. Practice with the words you have today. Build confidence today. The more you use English, the stronger your vocabulary becomes. And the stronger your vocabulary becomes, the easier communication feels. Before we finish today's episode, I want you to remember 3 things. First, you do not need thousands of words to start speaking. Second, simple English can communicate powerful ideas. Third, if you forget a word, explain the idea in another way. Remember these ideas. Practice them often. Trust the process. And keep speaking. You have reached the end of today's episode, and I am proud of you. Today, you learned that limited vocabulary does not stop communication. Today, you learned how to express ideas with simple English. Today, you took another step forward. Keep speaking. Keep practicing. Keep learning. Little by little, your vocabulary will grow. Little by little, communication will become easier. And little by little, your confidence will become stronger. Thank you for listening. My name is Alex, and this is Easy English Journey. Take care, keep learning, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.